It's Power Country K93. Good morning, I'm Rod Bubba, and with me in the studio today, Mr. Tim McGraw. Happy birthday early, 45?
Yeah, 45. May 1st, yeah, which is New Year, is what I'm told.
At 45, is it fair to say you're just getting started?
Yeah, you know, I feel like that I'm just sort of getting a hold of this career, sort of figuring out what it is that I do.
Music or movies? Which are you most focused on?
Oh, well, music's my primary. I mean, that's my career. I mean, the other stuff is only there because of music. You know, I don't think that I would have gotten grabbed off the street and said, "Hey, come be in this movie." So music has given me the opportunity to do other things, which I enjoy doing. But you know, music's my passion, and that's what it's got me everything good in my life. And I really feel like that I'm now just starting to understand what it is that I do and how to do it, and just starting to actually get pretty decent at it.
Recording, songwriting, song selection, which do you think has grown the most?
I think all of it. I don't know if it's different. I mean, I still want to find great songs. I mean, that's my goal. I mean, without the song, I'm nothing. You know, I mean, I'm just another singer without the song. But you know, I try to find the best songs that I can find. Try to write as much as I can write. You know, try to find something that speaks to me, but I can speak to people through. You know, the song can speak to people through me. You know, and that's sort of the trick. Is, you know, I've said a lot of times that there are a lot of people who can a lot of singers who can tell you how they feel, but when a singer can tell you how you feel and you didn't know it, then that's when you really got something. But yeah, I'm in the studio now finishing up a new album.
Just about finished with the next CD?
Yeah, I've got a few more tracks to cut and do some vocals and stuff, but I'm getting close.
Are you racing to get it finished before the tour?
Yeah, it's crazy, but you know, the way Kenny and I set this tour up, it's you know, it's mainly Saturdays and Sundays or a few Fridays. So, but I'm home anyway. I mean, even when I'm working, I usually don't leave till 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and I get back at 1 or 2 in the morning. So I try to be home most of the time. I would say 85% of the time I'm home every day.
How old are your girls now, Tim?
Wow, she'll be 15 May 5th. Maggie will be 14 in August, and Audrey's 10.
How do you know the people your kids are dating are with them for what they are and not who they are?
Well, so far I wouldn't know that because mine aren't going to date till they're about 32. So I don't know. You know, that's tough. You know, I don't know. I think we've created an environment for our kids in the community that we live in, which we love our community and the people in our community and our school. And I think we're Gracie, Maggie, and Audrey's mom and dad. I mean, that's sort of the environment we don't fool ourselves, but I think that's the environment that we've created at home. And, you know, 75%, 80% of our time is home and school and softball and
just a normal life,
dance and all that stuff. And then we have to go work every night, you know, do our thing.
Does the family stay together when you're in Los Angeles filming?
Most of the time, it's back and forth, or we try to. It's never too far apart. We always try to time it. But luckily, you know, the movies I've done have been pretty close to home. Blindside was in Atlanta. Country Strong was right here in Nashville. So it hasn't been that tough. There's been a few times where a week gets away from us or so, where I have to be away for a week, but not very often.
With the big tour coming up, is your movie career on hold?
There's been a few things come up, and you know, you hear chatter about a few things in the press and stuff like that, and there are a few things that we're talking about, but right now I'm concentrating on the tour. Unless something comes, I mean, I'm touring an album and, you know, my music, but unless something comes along that sort of just really blows my skirt up, I'm probably not going to do anything really soon.
Here's what I want to know: what's the best role you didn't get?
You know, years ago, the first thing that I ever actually read for was now I can't think of the name of it. The one about the fishing with George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg. Perfect Storm. Perfect Storm. I read for Mark Wahlberg's part, and I got really close on that. And that was the first thing I actually decided to go after. And then after that, I got Friday Night Lights.
Do you still have to audition?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. The problem with doing movies for me is because, you know, I'm a dad and husband and my music career and touring and recording albums and all those sort of things. And it's just like finding songs. You read script after script after script. You can read 100 scripts and find one thing that you like. So if you find one thing that you like and you go, all right, I like this one, when's it filming? Well, it's not, is it filming during the window that I have? I mean, and do they, how bad do they want me? Do they want me bad enough to change the filming schedule around, or do I want it bad enough to change my schedule around? So it's, it's a lot of variables that are involved with me doing a movie. So, the stars have to really line up.
How long ago was the last Tim Kenny tour?
10 years ago when we were out on the road. It's he and I and Mark Colley. We had a good time.
Well, with that many years in between, will this tour be much different?
Well, we'll still be fun. I think we're a little more mature than we were then. At least I am. I don't know about Kenny. No. Kenny's at a great place in his career. I'm at a great place in my career. We've been friends for, 20 years now. And I can't think of a better time for us to go out and do this. I mean, we're getting two friends that have been friends for 20 years, have been in this business forever, that are at the top of our game, and getting to go out and tour American stadiums. I mean, it's tough to beat that.
So are you and Kenny going to rotate closing each show?
Kenny's done this for 2 or 3 years now. Well, longer than that. I don't want to put a time limit on it because I know he's done it longer than that. But he's done this routine. And so I'm coming in, he's going on, and then we're doing like the last 30, 45 minutes together. So it's me, then Kenny, then a combination together.
Who came up with the idea to record Feel Like a Rock Star?
Yeah, that was Kenny. When we had talked about this for years, about when we wanted to do it, how we wanted to do it, and all those things. And when we finally said, all right, this is the year to do it, he had the song that he'd been working on an album, and he had that song and brought it to me. I thought it was perfect.
What do you think of Jake Owen getting engaged just before this tour?
Well, he's got to worry about Kenny's side, not mine. But no, look, this business is tough enough, and it's great to have a partner that has got you back.
Okay, new music is out when?
Working on it. I hope I'm shooting for the fall sometime.
You got the big 45 coming up. How are you going to celebrate?
40. I think I'm going to do a guy trip this year. A couple of buddies and I are going to go fishing somewhere.
All right, wrapping things up. Better Than I Used to Be, is that sort of like an anthem for where you are in life?
Yeah, I mean, when I first heard that song, I knew that I wanted to record it. It just sort of was reflective in a lot of parts of my life through the 25 years of adulthood that I've had. Well, my wife would say probably 5 years of adulthood. But, it's sort of it's sort of reflective to me, and it really reminds me of what's important.
You're going to have to come to my birthday party on June 1st.
I'll be there.
Tim McGraw on Power Country K93.
Music and video on demand, insider country music info, and more. Online now at our webpage, K93country.com.